All right, welcome back. My name is Dave. This is the Radical Independent. Thanks for being here, free radicals and everybody else. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is running for president, and he's going to make his formal announcement today. So you can expect the most negative media coverage. If you think Trump gets bad coverage from the media, just wait, because Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the true disruptor. He's somebody who doesn't like the military-industrial complex his uncle warned us about. By the way, both his dad, in case you don't know the history here, his dad and his uncle were assassinated. Kennedy, it says here, Kennedy, a Democrat, is 69 years old. He's the oldest son of Senator Robert F. Kennedy, who was assassinated while campaigning for president in 1968. He is also a nephew of President John F. Kennedy and the late Senator Ted Kennedy, who ran for president in 1980. Of course, they love Ted Kennedy up in Massachusetts. I'm thinking they don't like Robert F. Kennedy or John F. Kennedy anymore. Kennedy filed a statement of candidacy Wednesday with the FEC. His campaign to challenge incumbent President Biden for the Democratic nomination is a long shot. Kennedy was once a best-selling author. What do you mean once a best-selling author? He currently is a best-selling author and environmental lawyer who worked on issues such as clean water. So far, very lukewarm introduction, and it's going to go downhill quickly. But here's the scary part. But more than 15 years ago, he became fixated on a belief that vaccines are not safe. He emerged as one of the leading voices in the anti-vaccine movement, and his work has been described by public health experts, and even members of his own family as misleading and dangerous. Really? So again, a reporter asked RFK Jr. up in New Hampshire about this stuff, and he said, hey, where have I been wrong? Tell me where I've been wrong. And this they don't even do like cut and paste journalism like they have like some health expert who they paste in underneath. You know, I see this in other publications where they don't like the person or they have this history. And so they've got either like editing AI handy there so they can just drop things in to the article. Anyway, Kennedy has been long involved in the anti-vaccine movement. Oh, horrors. Oh, the horrors. But the effort intensified after the COVID-19 pandemic and the development of the vaccine. And this is awesome. Look, this paragraph here. His anti-vaccine charity, Children's Health Defense. By the way, it's a great channel over on Rumble. Children's Health Defense, people from all different backgrounds, doing great work and getting to the truth. I guess people don't like truth anymore. They just want to live in their bubble. Anyway, his CHD prospered during the pandemic with revenues more than doubling. Okay, so this is like bankrolling. This is what they're accusing him of. He's just bankrolling all these crazy people. He comes up with a conspiracy and he bankrolls it to the tune of $6.8 million, which honestly, in today's world, is a drop in the bucket. When money has no value and they're running printing presses all the time, 6.8 million, yeah, it's okay. But when you think of the billions of dollars that pharma provides all of these healthcare agencies, and they basically go back and forth, and it's really incestuous here. So grassroots people gave $6.8 million because they saw that the world was on fire in 2020. His organization has targeted false claims at groups that may be more prone to distrust the vaccine, including mothers and Black Americans. Why would Black Americans be more not trusting? Why would they not trust? Because they've been experimented on in the past? Tuskegee experiment, anyone? There's a great video. Fauci shows up in this DC neighborhood, and an African-American gentleman confronts him and is basically saying, look, and he's walking away. This footage, I forget where I watched it, but it was perfect. And I'm surprised that they allowed this to get out there, because it's Fauci and a bunch of his health Nazi minions around him. And the gentleman's saying, what is it with you guys? You're going to pay me to do this? This doesn't sound right. If this is so great, why are you guys trying to force me to do it? Really profound, to the point, and hence that's why you need an RFK Jr. All right. He targeted groups with false claims. People, why are they more prone? Why are mothers more prone? Because mothers don't want their kids, having some kind of a reaction, maybe, or maybe even worse than that. It's just crazy. Kennedy released a book in 2021, The Real Anthony Fauci, in which he accused, he did more than that. This book is a manifesto. You can see, if you look behind me, you could see the book off to the side. It's actually a really difficult reading experience because there's so much information in there. It's not the most accessible book in the world, but it's like a blueprint, a manifesto of all the connections. And these guys just say he accused the US's top infectious disease doctor of assisting in a historic coup d'etat against Western democracy and promoted unproven treatments such as ivermectin, which is meant to treat parasites. Actually, no, it's a drug. They give it to pregnant women. They give it to pregnant women because it's that safe, and it's not just for parasites. I mean, we're still running the Joe Rogan routine. By the way, I don't know if this video is going to stay up. If it gets taken down, then you'll have to watch it over on Odyssey or on Rockfin, because I will upload it to those places as well. Because I'm sorry, look, folks, I'm not going to just put up with this type of media assault. And again, I probably disagree with RFK Jr. on a number of issues. But here's the two things. I know he's against the medical industrial complex and the military industrial complex. Now they're going to do guilt by association, because RFK Jr. was willing to go everywhere to spread his message, including into Trump world. Former Trump advisor Steve Bannon had been encouraging Kennedy to run for months, believing he could be both a useful chaos agent in the 2024 race and a big name who could help stoke anti-vaccine sentiment around the country. Now, here's what's ironic about the Steve Bannon thing. Donald Trump has yet to, come out and be forceful. Like, all Trump says is things like, well, you can have your freedom and all this stuff, but I would go ahead and I did it, so everybody should do it. But you can have your freedom. But I would still go out and do it. I mean, this is what he says all the time. Now, his supporters are like, yeah, see, so that makes him better. No, RF Kennedy is better. RFK Jr. is better. His push against the COVID-19 vaccine has linked him at times with anti-democratic figures and groups. Folks, we don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic, okay? Just when you say anti-democracy, you mean people that have different beliefs. Oh, Kennedy has appeared at events pushing the lie that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. Yeah, this video is probably not going to stay up. And with people who cheered or downplayed the insurrection. Oh, man, the insurrection. But there was no insurrection over the weekend in Chicago. No insurrection there. And no insurrection in the major cities where companies like Walmart can't even do business because it's so unsafe. No insurrection there. A photo posted on Instagram showed Kennedy backstage at a July 2021 Reawaken America event with former President Donald Trump's ally Roger Stone, former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn, and anti-vaccine profiteer Charlene Bollinger. All three have promoted the lie about the 2020 election being stolen. The photo was posted but later removed by Bollinger, who has appeared with Kennedy at multiple events. Kennedy has repeatedly invoked Nazis and the Holocaust when talking about measures aimed at mitigating the spread, such as mask requirements. And it's like I can't read on. I can't do it anymore. His sister, Carrie Kennedy, who runs RFK Human Rights, the international rights group founded by their mother, Ethel, said her brother has at times removed some of the content at her request. She told the AP in 2021, her brother is completely wrong on this issue and very dangerous. Okay, so Carrie Kennedy then is a health expert, and she knows more than Robert F. Kennedy Jr. about this. So yeah, this is the future really for anyone who pushes back against any part of the narrative. Do you really, people, do you really think pharma has your best interests? Do you really think big pharma? Do you think that there should be a label on these products that tell you the ingredients, what's in it? Hey, can I know what's in this before no, it's blank. It's good though, take it. Okay. And has it been proven that the people like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. were right, or were they wrong? Were they right, or were they wrong? I think you need to ask yourself this. So yeah, there are more issues. I want to know where he stands on certain things, but so long as he gives me the freedom to agree or disagree with him, and also he would welcome people of all different political persuasions. I'm thinking that's really important. I'm not happy that he's running as a Democrat. If he really wants to be a disruptor, he should run third party, but it's really hard to get on the ballot as somebody in a third party. He does have a really tough road ahead of him, but I am excited that somebody who is serious, somebody who looks presidential, as soon as you see him, there's no worries that his brain doesn't work properly. I know his voice and his speaking ability, and I've said this in a couple of videos, that's going to be a problem to some degree. And by the way, if the media starts making fun of him, I mean, he's going to get so much support. So, hey, media, if you really want this guy to just go up a few notches quickly, start making fun of him. Go ahead, start making fun. This environmental, he just cares about clean water. He's a wackadoodle. He's been researching. He's obsessed. Probably because he discovered some data that you guys won't look at. Because the house of cards, you wouldn't want that house of cards to fall, because that's all you're funding. The news media, you can't even turn on any show at 9 o'clock at night and not get bombarded with medical products from whatever company that are, loaded. At least they tell you how many side effects there are. Give them credit for that. But you're thinking, yeah, I do have difficulty at night with this particular issue, so maybe I should take this product, right? And think to yourself, but the risks are like sudden death or something. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. There's no such thing as sudden death. It's just a myth. I know, is it some guitarist from a band over in the UK last week, 46 years old. Wonder what happened to him. Just weird, huh? And then you got Jamie Foxx out there recently, Justin Bieber. I mean, there's a list. It's an exhaustive list. Somebody sent me a link of all the different celebrity issues. Hey, but Damar Hamlin's coming back, I heard. He's going to play football. Wow. Maybe it was something else with him. I had heard that he had done the thing in December. That's what I heard, and I heard it from somebody who used to coach him. So yeah. Anyway, folks, that's my video. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. running for president. He's going to get zero coverage today. He's going to make this announcement, and it's going to be on like the back page of all the big newspapers. And of course, it's going to be written just like this article from his hometown, from Boston, or at least, where the Kennedys are centrally located and have been. He's just a bad Kennedy. He's a crazy Kennedy, and you need to stay away from him. Look, I'm not a fan of the Kennedys, especially when it comes to more or less just Teddy Kennedy ruined it for me. And there were some other younger Kennedys that came along and kind of were the up and coming heirs to the estate. I think there's a congressman in Massachusetts that's a Kennedy and completely woke and different from RFK Jr. So, look, folks, if it's not RFK Jr., then Tulsi Gabbard, she should run for president. But I'm definitely interested in this campaign. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.